Welcome, I'm Joe Arrigo, Franchise Sports Media. With me today is UNLV linebacker Jacoby Windmon. Jacoby, man, all right. Last time I'm gonna go back to our first conversation when you first got to UNLV. Do you remember what you told me walking out the field practice one?
No, I really don't remember. I got a lot going on in my head right now.
So you're walking out the field, you loved each other up, and you said it's a 3-year business trip.
Oh yeah, all day.
So talk about that. Gabe McCoy actually talked to me about that with you. Talk to me about your mentality coming in, like at that point, and then where you're at now.
Just when I first came in, I had it on my mind to just come in here and take the starting job away. I knew it probably wasn't gonna be easy. I looked at the depth chart, I had a senior in front of me, but it just didn't stop me. My why was bigger than that, and my mindset now is just to keep going and go as hard as I can and do it and keep my why, know what I'm doing it for, and just go hard every day.
Talk about your why. What are your whys? What's the purpose behind what you're trying to do?
First off, it's just my mom and my dad. I just don't want to see them working anymore. I want them to be able to live that lifestyle that they deserve. They're two hardworking parents, so I kind of just want to put my all into it just for them, and so they could be able to wiggle their toes and be themselves, live that life.
When you're getting recruited, I know when you're at John Earhart, a lot of times I was like, sometimes the only hot meals you would get because times were tough. Talk about how that's changed, how that molded you into who you are and what's made you so driven.
I think it made me humble, if anything. Just coming from a school like John Earhart, being in New Orleans, growing up in a rough neighborhood, it kind of like molded me into the man I am today. Because it taught me a lot. It taught me how to, be grateful for what you have. Because back in high school, we was eating cheeseburgers before the game. And now it's like, we eating...
You're eating McDonald's before a game?
Eating McDonald's, chicken sandwiches and burgers before a game. But now it's just like, we able to sit down I'm able to sit down with my teammates, have a hot meal, and I'm just thankful and I'm blessed for that.
How has nutrition played a role? Because I know it is coming in here now at the Fertitta Football Complex. You guys have a cafeteria, you have food catered to you. I mean, it's all healthy. How has that changed your body and the way your body performs?
I think Nicole Collar, she does a good job with that. She's always on it every day, making sure we hydrated. We got this Rebel fueling station before practice to eat, making sure guys putting the right things in their body. We take hydration tests, make sure everybody hydrated before we go out there, in that hot weather and compete. And I just think the transformation from high school to here is just making me take it more serious because my body, my body is everything. I can't go out there and perform the way I perform if my body isn't 100%.
So, coming to UNLV, you came with a teammate, your quarterback, and he hit the portal, and you have another teammate here now.
Yeah.
Talk about what it's like to be able to have guys you were close to and you remain close to with you to come, and then you actually recruit somebody in a sense and bring them here as well.
I just think it's awesome, being able to play with guys I played with in high school. It gives me that more comfortable. I'm more comfortable and feel like I got somebody that I know for sure that's gonna be there. I know as a defense we swarm to the ball and it's 11 hats on fire to the ball, but just having that extra confidence, like I know. If I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna have somebody else there. Like if I miss a tackle, I know he gonna make up for it. If he miss a tackle, I'm gonna make up for him. So just kind of guys being and playing together.
So growing up in New Orleans, obviously with everything that's happened with Ida and Katrina and everything, and really the time you've been alive, how difficult is it when you have a situation like Ida a couple weeks ago, with your family still there, and I know that's on your mind. It has to be, at least, I would think.
Yeah, it's difficult living two lives, being able to have to look back home, check up on my family, and focus on, a big game coming up or practice coming up because, got to make sure my family good, but at the end of the day, I still got to do my job so I can get them out of that situation. So it's kind of tough, but it's just one of those things when you got to live in the moment and you know, I got to do my job, and then I got to worry about them before and after when the job is done.
You changed positions. You went from playing basically a Russian or rebel position to moving inside the jack. Talk about the transition. Was it a tough transition to go from mainly being a pass rush specialist to now playing a position where you're kind of running free and you're making plays everywhere? I mean, the first series against Eastern Washington in week 1, the first 3 plays of the game, you're in on every single play. If it's not a tackle, you're hitting the quarterback, you know, making him feel some pain as he's releasing the ball with a pressure. How has that transition been for you?
I think the transition has been really good for me, you know, but it's just I have to learn how to, you know, be more patient at the linebacker position, you know, with that 5-yard depth. More when I was at outside linebacker, I was more of a let's go beat the tackle to a point. Now it's just more of a lateral game for me. I feel like I'm starting to adjust to it as I see more looks and what the offense trying to do for me from that depth. I'm just getting more experience, and I'm, you know, just learning from my mistakes as I go.
What's the biggest difference with the team this year from years past?
I think guys are just more hungry. You know, they're more hungry for that win, and guys just getting after it, trusting the program, trusting in what Coach Arroyo's saying to us. You know, just, you know, being ball hogs, you know. I feel like as a defense, guys are just learning how to come together and trust each other, you know, gap integrity, gap control, you know, just being one as a defense.
The defense has really started to take on your role. In talking with Tony Cardasco a couple weeks ago, he was before practice. It was the Sunday practice before week 1. And you asked the guys on the team, how do you want to be remembered? And you were very passionate about what you said and how you feel. What made the confidence in you come out to be that leader that I believe the last staff, Tim Skipper in particular, really thought that you could be? And now that you're maturing and you're older, you're starting to really become that.
I think just that, you know, being that guy, like, and being in the middle of everything, that position change, it allows me to speak up more and lead by example more, because I know guys are looking up to me, or guys are looking for me to, you know, give that energy. So I just feel like just them feeding off my energy and, you know, being more vocal at the middle linebacker position, that's what changed.
So when I first met you, we did the interview with another website about, you know, I think you were committing, or you're about to commit.
Over the phone.
Yeah, you did commit, we just didn't tell anybody, and then we came out with the interview. And a few weeks later, you played for your state championship. Travis goes down with, it was a cramping or an injury.
Yeah, cramp.
And you come in to play quarterback. Talk about, you throw the winning touchdown pass. Talk about that play, because, I mean, you don't see that too often from a dude that was a linebacker and receiver, and you're like, all right, we need to win this game. Let's put him in at quarterback. Like, talk about that.
I think it's just being able to find a way to win, you know. Travis went down, and I had some experience at quarterback growing up. I played quarterback all my life, so it just was kind of like go in and find a way to win, and that's what I did. During the play, I seen one of the defensive players coming at me, and he kind of thought he had me down, but I put a hand down, looked downfield, and just threw it to the open guy.
And you guys won.
Yeah, and we wound up winning that game. I mean, perseverance, wasn't willing to give up.
What do you want UNLV fans to know about this season and what you guys are trying to accomplish and what you will accomplish?
I want them to know that, you know, we have guys who are willing to go the distance to win. You know, we are a very persevering group. No matter who we play, no matter who it is, it's not who or where, it's the what. What are you willing to do when it's crunch time, or when are you willing to do when, you know, you got to put it all on the line for your teammates. So I just think guys just keep willing to fight, and that's what we're going to do. Go fight and win.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jacoby Windmon, linebacker UNLV. I'm Joe Arrigo of Franchise Sports Media. Check us out again.